I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And today we are playing through Mesopotamia by Meeple Pug. This is a sponsored playthrough. We'll have a link to the crowdfunding campaign down below. And also, this is a prototype. All rules and components subject to change and all of that stuff. And let's go ahead and dive into this. This is a action selection civilization game in which we are going to be working together. This is not cooperative. We are going to be working together to build the Hanging Gardens piece by piece in order to gain the points. Again, this is not cooperative. If you contribute to it, you get points. That's going to be one of the big sources of points in the game. Along the way, we're going to be spreading out our civilization. I'm playing as the blue player, Meg's the green, and the neutral forces are the pink characters over here. We're going to be trying to manage our population tracks, our event tracks. Those are going to help us in-game, but also give us points at the end of the game. 9 points to whoever's highest, 6 points to whoever's second. We also are going to have our little quest cards that will give us points, and there's also going to be things like trade routes over here that will give us points as well. Combine that with various event tokens. There's a lot of event tokens on the board. Events are a huge part of this game. That's going to be another source of points. And speaking of quest cards over here, we just make sure we get our quest cards. But I think that's the main stuff over here. It's action selection. We'll walk you through the various actions as we go because we have our own little upgradable tableau over here. This is going to be your personal player board where you can upgrade the cards. The cards slide in over there and you can upgrade them to make them better and stronger and to be able to do more, which is a big part of the game. Each turn you're going to be selecting an action using a little action token over here and then possibly being able to take additional actions depending on the various dinger dice that you roll, which we start with none of them, but we will be getting them as the game goes on and they will give us opportunities to get more actions done. So that's the kind of very quick basics. We're going to be taking actions to add more units, to build things, to make discoveries which are improving our board, all those kinds of things. We'll walk you through each action more in depth as we take it, but we're moving around, we're exploring, we're gathering resources, we're building our civilizations, and we're trying to do so better than the other players. That's the basics over here. From there, I think we can go ahead and divvy out the cards over here, and then we can go ahead and start.
And I'm not sure if Alex said it, I may have missed it, but all of these pink figures are a third player because we're playing two-player?
No, well, in general, they're going to be on the board in general regardless. They're just going to be more present than us in this player count.
So it's not us. Anyone that sees pink on the board, it's actually the game beating us.
And speaking of the two-player count, we do have a bunch of areas blocked off. When you see this token over here, these areas are functionally blocked off. We can still move through them, which is why they're still on the board, but we can't gather resources, we can't build there. They're kind of barren wastelands on this board, so that's just to accommodate for the lower player count. That's going to be true with some things like the trade tokens as well. There's a bunch of these trade tokens. We'll walk you through those as we engage with them, but those are fewer because of the player count as well. Okay, no, you keep all of them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try to figure out which actions we want to take over here. I'm going to be starting off because I am higher on the population track, and that's going to determine turn order each round. And to that end, I don't fully know what I want to do, but I do think I like the idea. Oh my gosh, I want to do so much, I'm realizing. I want to do so much. How do I do so much? Okay.
I don't know.
I think I have it. I'm going to be very straightforward and very simple. We're going to start off with activating a unit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate a unit, and I'm going to move my unit one over here because I am then moving. And the way it works is you get one core action with your token each round, and then again, possibly more with dice. But I activated a unit. I'm moving my unit into this region over here. I'm going to flip over the event over here. You didn't see that on the board. It's hidden, but we do get the event over there, which means I need to go ahead and find that from the appropriate stacks. Give me a second while I find that event. Let me see if this is the right one or not. That's not the right one. So we're going to just find that event. This is not the right one, which means it's going to be the last one. We have this. We're going to find the matching artwork as well as the matching symbol on the back. And that's going to be our event, Pathway to Agartha. So when you have an event, you're going to have different choices, and the person who entered makes to make the choice. I can either take Journey to Enlightenment. For 6 rounds, you may make a discovery each round with a cost of 2 per discovery. That's kind of cool. So discoveries are how you upgrade your board. The problem is I don't have any tablets, which means that cost makes it kind of not worth it.
And they're rare.
Or I can place a wall in an area I control. Oh, that is tough. I'm almost tempted to do the discoveries, but like I need those resources to be able to get the discoveries. What do we have up there as far as trade goes? This is bad. I want all of it. I don't think it's going to work for me that well. So I think I am just going to go for Collapse the Mine for Stones because, again, I just think it's too early in the game for this to be helpful. So I'm going to choose this event over here, Collapse the Mine for Stones. I'm going to move up 1 on the event track, Meg, if you can move me up 1.
Okay.
And then I'm going to simply place a wall in the area I control, which I guess is going to be this area. I'm just going to dump a wall into that region, making it harder for Meg to wander into there. The event token is going to be removed from the game, and that's going to be gone. The card is going to be removed from the game, and that's the first basic event. Pretty straightforward. Again, they'll vary as we play through things, but that was my first action. I activated a unit. To you, Meg.
I think that I'm going to start off... I want to start off with a lot of things, but I'm going to start off with building.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend a rock, and I'm going to build my first layer.
Ooh. So now when you build your personal ziggurat, that's going to be the main thing that helps you roll more dice. So it's going to help you roll more dice each round, taking more actions, hopefully.
We'll put him in it for now. He's working on it.
Kind of tempted to do that my first action, but I chose not to. That's one turn.
You're a fool not to.
You just saw a full turn play out, which means it's now going to be my second action. So I'm going to activate this action. I'm going to gather a resource. So I'm going to gather a stone. Meg, can you give me a stone for the resource that I have over there?
A rock.
A rock.
Honestly, this is a personal pref. But I believe that they are rocks. No, they're stone. Because the color, because they're brownish, it makes me think rock, not stone.
I hear you.
But I guess I was wrong.
Or if you're really that kind of person, you can rock and stone.
Okay. So now it's on to me?
Yes. Yes.
Did you do all
I just gathered a resource.
Because are you going to do a trade?
I'm not. I do have the resources. We haven't talked about trades yet. I could do that starting trade and pay a stone and a clay. That's going to be this trade token up here in order to gain 2 wood and 2 food. I don't want to because I really want my stone. Maybe I should. Should I do it?
No.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Alright, so that's your turn?
Yeah, I regret it already. I feel like I want to do so much right now. Okay, go ahead. You can do your turn.
Okay, so now I am going to be using this, but I also get to roll?
Yes, you do. You get to roll each round. So you get to roll technically, so strictly, this is to get some technical things over here. Strictly speaking, you roll at the start of your turn. The game advises that you roll at the end of your turn unless players care, because it allows you to plan.
Yeah.
So normally speaking, you would roll so right now you'll roll now, obviously, but we'll be rolling at the end of our turn so we can plan and think through things.
And I should use...
Yep, okay. Go ahead. You can pick a die at any point. Pick a die that you want to grab. Well, no, I'm saying when you want to add it originally. So when you gain a die for building that, you choose the die you want.
We'll choose this one.
Okay.
It feels lucky. Okay.
Well,
it's
you
not,
did get that.
I don't think I have that symbol.
You have that symbol right here.
Oh, and I also have it here.
You have it there. You have it twice. That feels lucky.
Oh, I'm trying.
So the way this works, and I will admit, the black die, you will not be able to see this well on camera. You'll have to trust over here. But Meg rolled this symbol here. These symbols, the way it works is you can trade in the dice to activate one of those actions in addition to your free action. So it's not the same level of control as your main action, but you get to do more, which is cool.
Okay. I'm scared to go into combat, but I kind of want to. Because your thing is a level 1 right now,
yes.
too? I'm kind of tempted. Okay. I'm gonna... Oh, or I could just... Okay.
There's so much I want to do.
I'm gonna definitely...
Do the thing. I agree.
Move, Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this to activate the unit. And then I'm gonna do this as well. So okay. I'm going to move him 1, 2.
Okay.
And then I can gather from here.
Yes,
though.
You can.
Oh, but I'm gathering 3, so I think I should. Do you mind if I?
I don't mind if you change things.
I think I want to do this instead.
Okay.
So
you're gonna gain a knuckle bone.
We'll just leave it where it is, but I'll gain a knuckle bone.
Those are gonna be helpful for combat. We'll walk you through that as that happens.
And then at the cost of 1 wood, I'm going to get to summon a person, and I will summon them here.
Okay.
Yeah, Alex, if you don't mind, because I could have done it in any order, and I kind of thought about it. I'm sorry I changed my mind, but could I have summoned him here and then moved both of them here together?
Absolutely.
Because I want to trigger the event.
Sure. Oh, okay.
That's how I want to.
So you're gonna have those two, no problem. So we're gonna trigger the event.
Honestly, I want to do this and that.
Okay, sounds good. So
Sorry.
We're gonna flip this over here. It's a little stuck. We got that event. So let me go ahead and gather from the pile. So we are gathering. That is 1 and that.
It looks like a pie, kind of.
Here we go. Okay, that should be this one. So, remnants of an ancient civilization.
Do you mind putting it right here? Yeah.
You can protect the village.
Okay.
Gain 1 dinger die per round from protecting the village. After 6 rounds, the village joins your civilization as a settlement. You gain 1 level of your ziggurat.
Okay.
Keep in mind, when you do this here, you are tempting me to attack you.
Yeah.
Raid the village, gain 1 per round from enslaving the village. Oh, both of these are 6-rounders.
Yeah.
Raid the village, gain 1 stone per round from enslaving the village. After 6 rounds, the village is destroyed. You may place up to 2 walls in areas you control. So either way, we are setting up for combat.
Oh my gosh. I will do...
I don't have the troops for combat yet.
I'm going to do the dice.
Okay.
Because I'm hoping that will help me build to having even more people.
You're going to put your countdown timer on the spot at 6. And we're going to be rotating that down each round. And we can leave this, let's leave this down over here for like reminder sake. It's a little bit out of the area. Yeah. Okay.
Is that the right call? I think so.
Those are your 2 actions.
I do want stone, but... Well, and do I also get this, or is it...
Not yet. You didn't gather resources. That's not an event.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we good to go? Mm-hmm. All right. So technically it's the end of the round now. So we're going to rotate your die downwards. So you're going to rotate down to a 5 already.
Amazing.
There we go. And each round that's going to rotate down 1, which doesn't give me a lot of time to set up to attack you, which I don't love because I kind of want to attack you.
And I chose to do the dice, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to put... I'm actually...
You can put the die on there if you want.
Yeah, because I want to keep it on the one I chose,
Sure.
just so I know.
All right. On my turn, I'm going to take this action over here, build up to 2. So I'm going to build 2 levels of my ziggurat, paying a stone for each. And that's going to let me upgrade 2. So I'm going to take levels 1 and 2 of my ziggurat. And that's going to help me roll 2 dinger dice
Alex,
at the beginning of each turn.
Would this have allowed me another dinger dice for that round, or no?
Not this round. I'm just going to start going forward.
Okay.
All right. So I just went ahead and built 2 levels of my ziggurat. So I'm going to roll my dice for next round while you go ahead and take your turn.
How did you build 2?
Because mine is build up to 2. That's why I got the stone for that.
Asymmetry.
Yes. Okay. And with that is your turn.
You didn't do... Oh, you did that, and that's what got you the dice.
Yeah, I'm rolling my dice for next turn.
I'm back in the game.
Back in the game.
So now I get 2?
Yes.
All right. Whoa.
Try not to lose them.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
Do I... Nope, that's...
Now, you could spend tablets to re-roll your dice. We don't really have tablets yet, so that's not going to happen quite yet.
So I just can't use this at all, right?
Correct.
All right. Unless I, upgraded something. Okay. I'm gonna...
There's so much I want to do.
Me too. I'm gonna
pop some gas.
activate the units.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm gonna do the resources. So I'm gonna move him to here. Should I? Because it's safer. No. I'll go fight. No, I'll go safe.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, and then I'm also going to move him into here, which I do believe has a thing. I'm just kind of covering it with my wall.
Okay.
But, oh no, and then I'm going to gather resources. So would that trigger before or after I do this?
So what are you doing?
I moved him into here.
You choose actions one at a time, so just choose which action you're doing.
Before we resolve the
What action are you resolving?
Move.
Okay, so then you first resolve that action, and then you are going to flip this over.
Yeah, but I still get to do this.
Next, yes.
That's what I was... Yeah.
Right. So we're going to go to level 4 of that symbol, so let me just go ahead and gather that one.
Exciting.
That is the... Nope, not that one. We have... There we go. Okay, we have the verdant balconies. You can raid this monument to get those resources, or let's build a great wonder here. After 6 rounds, you create the next level of the Hanging Gardens. Wow!
I'm gonna just take this stuff and run.
Oh, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, it's more of a sure thing.
You're gonna go up 1 on the event track and gather 1 of each of those resources. Oh my gosh, these events are...
And we're unlimited for resources.
Yeah. Those events make me want to chase everything right now.
Is this?
Yes. Okay.
Oh, and this should go down.
Yep. Oh no, that's really... I need to take that away from you.
I can't find the 4.
The 5, you mean? The 4 is that, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Next.
No, I still get to do this.
Oh, that's fair.
Alright, so then I get to gather 3 resources and perform a trade. So I have both of these here, so I get to take 2, correct?
Yep.
So I'll take 2 food. And I will also take a rock. And then it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to assign my dice over here. So I have these dice already taken. I am going to assign this one over here to gather 1 knucklebone to my resources, as well as creating a unit. So I'm going to go ahead and pay a stone and create 1 basic unit. So I'm going to place a spearman on the board over here. From there, the problem is you...
Alex, I thought
Yes.
I rolled a house, and I was like, oh, I don't have that symbol.
Oh, that's
It's
not...
the
Yes, it's
arrows.
the arrow. Alright, I also have a wild over here, and I could just gather resources, but I'm trying to figure out... I need everything right now, and that's not working well for me. So what I think I want to do is...
What you gonna do?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. That's what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I can gather a resource. I need more resources. You know what? I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm going to gather resources. So I'm going to gather resources. I'm going to place it over here. And that's going to allow me to take a stone. So I'm going to take a stone from the supply. Those are my 2 core
Alex,
extra
I'm
actions.
sorry.
Go ahead. Hit me.
I didn't perform the trade, and I wanted to.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Perform the
gathered
trade.
3 resources.
Go ahead. Perform the trade.
So sorry. I wanted to do...
You don't have a boat yet.
Oh, yeah, so I have to do this one.
Yeah.
Do I? I don't take this.
No, you've opened the trade route. So the
Right.
way trade routes work is Meg basically makes to make the trade, paying the resource on the left to get the resource on the right. In the future, if I were to make that trade, I pay the resources to Meg. So getting first in on trade routes is a big deal in the game.
Big deal. Must do.
I'm trying to think what I want to do. I could activate a unit, which makes sense to get out there in the world. You know what? Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to activate a unit right now, placing this down here. And I think because your unit's here and I want to get in on things before you do, I'm going to wander through over here so that I can prep for whatever's going on here. So we got that level 1. These events, I feel like a knife fight over here. We have Path of Peace or War. Well, this is interesting. Gain 1 food per round from protecting the village. After 6 rounds, the village joins the civilization of the settlement and you gain a population. Or raid the village. Gain 1 per round from enslaving the village. After 6 rounds, the village is destroyed and you gain a chariot. Well, that seems pretty darn cool. Is that a chariot? That is a chariot. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take the 1 food per round from enslaving the village. Okay, so I'm going to put my marker on this one. And I'm going to take that. And then we have that village in play right now.
And that's right here.
That's right there.
Amazing.
Yes.
Crazy.
We're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this somewhere. We'll put it over here, I guess, for right now. But that's the village in play. Okay, and that was my turn, I believe. I've done all my actions.
Okay. So I have a question, Alex. I want to make a discovery this round. I can still slot these after I make the discovery?
Yes.
Even this?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to be doing that if you want to hand
Not
me
a problem.
my cards.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 2 clay to gain a tablet first, but then I'll spend that to gain a discovery.
And here are your cards.
Okay. So
you want to look for the level 2s to figure out what you're gathering.
yeah, this is just going to take me a second. Okay, I believe this is what I want anyway. So I'm going to take this one.
Okay. So take out the other card and
yeah.
slot it in.
Alright, so I'm taking irrigation instead of agriculture so that I can grow my population a little bit easier and
Perfect.
faster. Oop. I have all my things here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to use this over here for building. And then for my thing, I think that I'm going to go here. So, I already made my discovery and all of that. I'm going to spend 3 food to grow my population.
Okay.
So if you want to tick that up for me.
Ooh. Which means you're going to be going first going forward.
And then I'm also going to build here another level. So now we're just a little bit taller.
Okay.
But that is my turn.
Alright, we're going to rotate each of our things down 1. And I will get a stone for that. Can I get a stone? Actually, I have a stone. We're good.
Okay.
Okay. Next round, you're going to be going first. You are now higher on the population track.
Alright. And I get another thing now?
Define thing. A die. Yes.
Because I
yes.
threw another
Yes, you
thing.
do.
Alright, let's see. Oh, I got 2 arrows this time. And that. Which
Now keep in
means
mind,
I
each
could
action... Oh,
build
you could do this one. This could be a double arrow.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, different
Wrong
arrows.
kind. I can do this, which is still good. Yeah, I think I will do that, because I don't have...
Yeah, so as you upgrade your actions, they cost more dice to activate. So it's a trade-off. Your actions are more powerful, but they sometimes require more resources to get done.
Alright, so I'm going to gain resources from here.
Okay.
I'm going to spend from here.
Sounds great
but
to
then
me.
I'll use this to... I can now have up to 4 people, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to gain more people.
Well, that feels aggressive.
First I'm going to get 3 resources. And I'm going to... I'm going to take a rock. Oh, I guess I don't really have a choice. I'm going to take a rock and 2 food.
Okay.
I was forgetting where I am. So I'm going to do that for the resources. I'm going to build again. So I'll spend a rock to gain another level. And then I'm going to... Yeah, because with gathering the resources, I cannot do that trade. Alright, and then I'm doing this. So I will gain a thing.
What's
and
a
then,
thing?
A
Knucklebone?
And then I'm going to spend a wood to gain a new friend. And I'm going to put him here.
Okay. That's not threatening at all.
Oh, there's a wall there already. You can't even enter.
I cannot enter there.
So I guess I'll go there.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to start by... what was I doing? That was your turn first this time around. So I'm going to start by placing this over here. So I'm going to build 2 more levels of my ziggurats. I'm trying to get my ziggurat up fast. Oh, 1 second. I can't. I need to upgrade my population. What level is your ziggurat at?
3.
You could be at 3. Yes, that's fine. That's legal.
Why?
Because you're limited to, you can only have your ziggurat at 1 level higher than your population. So you have to make sure to be mindful of that. Okay, so I think I'll start with this action over here, placing this over here to gather 1 resource. So I'm going to gather a resource, and I'm going to gather a stone, I think. Yeah, we'll gather a stone. Then I'm going to perform a trade. So I'm going to immediately perform this starting trade over here to trade in a stone and a these over here. I feel that's such a mistake.
I know, they're very hard.
I feel it's such a mistake.
What
am I doing here?
What am I doing here?
I'm gonna start by moving. So I'm gonna activate a unit. I'm gonna move this here. Okay, I'm not doing the trade. We're gonna take that back. Okay. So we moved. We are gathering. Well, we're gonna flip this first before I gather. So I'm gonna flip this, and we have. We're gonna want to do one of those. Let's see what event we have going on there.
Ooh.
Well, there's so many things I want to do, and it's tricky. Okay, we have this card, Buried Knowledge. We can either discover. Discover cuneiform. Gain 2. I'm doing that. I'm 100% doing that one right now. Okay, controls mine at the end of the game to gain 2, or preserve the knowledge. Oh, that's also good. They're both good. So I'm definitely taking this out because I don't need to act. I haven't spent these dice yet. Because I can either control the mine at the end of the game, so whoever controls the end of the game is going to get 2 points. But in the meantime, I'll gain 2. Or, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to preserve the mine. So we're going to leave the mine on the board as something to be controlled, and I will gain 2 of, can I get 2 clay, please? So we have this now as something to be fought over at the end of the game, and I go up 2 points on the event track, if you don't mind. Okay. Then, what else are we doing over here? So that's going to be that over there. That was my activating a unit. But that also changes what I do now because I don't need to get the clay that I wanted. So then I'm going to spend this over here in order to use 2 to gain 1 and then make a discovery. So I'm going to trade in these 2. Is that what I'm doing over here? I feel like I'm all over the place in my decision making. But I'm comfortable with this, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do this over here. So I'm going to pay in these 2 in order to gain 1 tablet. So can I get one tablet, please? Well, they'll keep it because I'm paying it to make a discovery.
Yeah.
So I will pay that in directly to make a discovery on this card over here. So I'm going to pay this one in to upgrade my cuneiform to the next level. And that will be, let me find my cuneiform. Here we go. So I'm going to pay this one over here. That's going to give me a lot more tablet control because now I can pay in more to get that. And then for my last action, I think I will go ahead and... oh my gosh, what was my last action? It was this over here. Oh, that's that. So what am I doing? I'm all over the place.
I don't know.
I'm all over the place. I don't think I can use this then.
Yeah.
Because that won't let me do anything because I can build up to 2.
To
you know what? No, I'm going to place it over here. It's not going to be great. I can only do it once. But I'm going to place this here, pay 1 stone to build to level 3 over here. Great. It's a little inefficient, but it's better than doing nothing at all considering the situation.
I think it's still good.
So where's my level? There we go. So this is going to go down here. And that will be that. So I'm now up to level 3, which means I can now roll a 3rd die, which I do look forward to. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, that's the round, isn't it? Because I go second now. So everything ticks down, which means I'm going to gain another stone. Do you want to go ahead and gain... Oh, you took yours down?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the situation. Okay.
All right. So now I think I need another die, please.
Go ahead and... What color do you want?
White.
Right, here you go.
Thank you. Okay. These are things I don't have at all. Oh my goodness. Wait, so I could... Is it a 1-for-1 or I reroll all of them?
Okay.
Do I reroll all of them with this or just one?
You can roll all of them with that.
Can I keep ones I like or no?
Yes.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It feels crazy, but I don't have anything like the things it wanted, so... Okay, that was better for me. Much better. I mean, at least a little bit. Okay, so now... I want to... Let's see, I would be able to do this with this. But I think I'm actually gonna do this. No, I'll do this. And then I will use this here. And this here.
Okay.
And, yeah, I could, like, put this here, but that would be for no reason. So I think that's my best choice. I have that. Yeah. I want to do other things,
There's
but
a
I'm
lot of things I
subtle
want to do.
with doing just this. Okay. Alright, so we'll do the 3 resources. Well, actually, let me activate my people first, because I might move. Well, I am going to move. So I'm going to move this guy. I'm going to move him to here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move him to here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to gather 3 resources. So I'm going to choose food.
I feel so resource starved.
Clay. And rock.
Okay.
Because that's where I am. Okay. So those are 3 resources. I could do a trade. Ooh. I could own that one now.
Go for it.
Let me see. Clay. But then I wouldn't be able to build.
Everything's
Yeah.
a trade-off.
Okay. I won't.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't. Okay. So, we did that. I've moved them. So now we are going to build. So I'm going to spend a stone. And I'm going to make a wall right here now.
That's
Now that the time is clicking down.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then that is that, I think, for my turn.
Okay. For my turn, I'm going to slot this over here to gather a resource. I'm going to gather a clay over here because I think that's useful to me. I'm then going to do a trade. I'm going to do that thing that I was like, go ahead and do it. I'm happy you did not.
Do it.
I wanted to get that in. So I'm going to get 2 wood
Yeah, I
and
almost
2
did, but
food.
I felt like that stone wall was really
I have 2
important.
wood and 2 food. That's really going to help me out over here. And I still have some actions left to go because I've been working my way towards these over here. So let me see what I can do with all this. I could gather another unit, which is not bad because I could have up to 4 units on the board, and that feels like it's not the craziest. But I have all these actions I can do. Let me think. I'm going to trade my 2 food. Oh, this is a double action, so I'm going to use this as my core action because it costs 2. I'm going to trade in 2 food to grow my population. So now I'm back in turn order because I'm up on the population track, and now I can also build this up higher, which is important. And then I have these 2. I can activate a unit. Is that helpful to me? I can also build a unit. No, I can build a unit or... You know what? Let's do that. Let's build a unit. Let's get some more use on the board. I'm going to go ahead and build another spearman, placing it in play. Where are my spearmen? I'm going to toss one down over here, let's say. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm cool with that. And then we are going to... I could just go here and build another level, which it feels a little inefficient the way this is, but I think it's still worth doing because it gets me that other level. So I think we are going to go up here with this last one and then simply pay a stone and use that to gain 1 more level of my ziggurat. So I'll be rolling 4 dice because I'm a population level 3, and I can do that now.
Great.
Okay, that's the round. Our dice tick down, which means this is going to go down to a 3 over here. I'm going to get 1 more stone. And then you ticked yours down. Yeah, that's going to... What does it give you again?
A level of my ziggurat.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
It's
We're
not
going to
the
roll
worst.
the dice. We're going to roll the dice. And I got one more die over here. Do I want a black one at this point? Let's get a black one. Why not? Okay. Okay. So, what do we want to do with these? I have to figure that out. So I could do that. I do want to do that. So we have that over there. Alright, I'm going to start by slotting. I don't have a wild here, so I'm going to slot this down over here in order to gain. I won't be able to do everything this round. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to gather a resource, and I could perform a trade, but I don't think I'm going to. I could perform a trade. You know what? I'm not going to. Alright, so I'm going to gather a resource. I'm going to gather a clay over here. Then I'm going to slot this to activate a unit. Where is it? I'm going to put this down. This is on this side over here. And I could, you know what? I could also build a unit. I'm going to place this down over here. Okay. I'm going to gain a knuckle bone. And then I should have a third knuckle bone. I should have 3 knuckle bones by now because I built 3 units. And I'm going to put another unit in play, which is my last. Do I have any more spearmen? Am I tapped out of spearmen? Oh no, I can't.
Did you start with 1 in play?
Yeah. How many spearmen do you have? There's 3 spearmen.
You only
right?
have 2 though.
I have 3 over here.
But did you start with 1 in play? Was what I said.
Yes.
So then you should only have 2.
You're right. But no, I was about to build a 3rd.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think I can because I don't have another spearman.
You should have 3.
Yeah, and I have them all out.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to activate a unit instead. This is not what I wanted to happen. This isn't how I wanted to go. I will move this unit down over here into the Barren Wasteland, but I will not uncover the event because Barren Wasteland. And then I can go ahead. These aren't going to help me a lot. I could build up to 2. That's not going to do much for me. I could place them over here. I could try to re-roll, but spending ultimate tablets, I think that's it. I think that's all I can do. I guess I'll still place this over here to gain a knuckle bone, because there's no reason not to. Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm so tempted by things.
What things are you tempted by?
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
You should say. You should say.
I just don't know what to do. But I'm gonna do it. Alright, so I'm gonna spend 3 food to grow my population. So if you can grow that for me, please. And then I'm going to gain a knuckle bone, and I'll spend this to gain my last warrior. And where are we gonna put him? I think we should put him here. Alright, so I need a knuckle bone, please, and also to grow my population.
Okay. Again? That feels unnecessary.
And that's that.
Okay.
So now it's the end of the round
It's
that
the
this
end
will happen
of the
for
round.
me.
Yes, and mine will tick down as well.
So I get 3 points here. 1, 2, 3.
That's insane. Okay.
I waited.
Yep.
And I gain a level of my thing. Okay. And then, do you want this now?
Sure. Okay.
All right.
And you go first now.
Yes, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, but I don't have my extra anymore.
Correct.
So technically, I could have swapped one of these out because I lost it from
you
the
can
card
adjust
and
them
put
any
one.
turn you want to whatever you want.
Can I have a gray one?
Okay.
Why not? You know, let's just see how that goes for me. Okay. All right. Actually, no. You know what? Give me 2 white ones. Whoa. I'm just feeling a switch up. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Oh, that was amazing. That was everything I could have hoped for. I'm going first?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to need just a moment because I rolled everything. I'm on fire. Okay, we got that. We'll also do this. We'll do this. I'm doing literally everything except growing my population. Although, yeah. Okay. All right. So first, we're gonna... Oh, interesting. I can't create someone right now, but I am gonna make the discovery. So I need to do my resources first. So with my resources, I'm gonna take a clay, a rock, and I don't think I can get 2 rocks. I'm gonna take a food. Okay, so that's what I did with that. So that's this, and then I could do the trade, but I don't think I want to. Nope. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to here. So I'm gonna move these off as I do it. So now we're gonna go here. We're gonna use 2 of these to gain a tablet, but I'll spend it right away to make the discovery. Which yeah, I want to look at my fighting one. Fighting level 2. Archery. Yeah, I'm gonna switch this because I didn't use this yet. I'm gonna use this down here over here, and I'm gonna do this later, but
okay.
I'm gonna put this one in. So I'm gonna gain 2 knuckle bones, and then I'm gonna make an archer for a wood. Here. And then that's this action, which means I can activate any units a total of 2 times. So I am going to activate both of these and move them in here. Alright, Alex.
Okay.
So I just moved into your area.
That seems unreasonable.
I know.
So we're fighting now?
Well, to the end, is it at the end of the
Yeah.
round, so you have a turn first.
That seems so harsh.
I don't know. I feel like it's part of the game.
I mean, it is part of the game.
You know
that's
I
neither
love fighting.
Okay. Now the problem is I'm going to be pinned down. I can't really move out. I can move in to join, but I can't move out.
You can't move to here? I mean here?
No,
you
because
can move
my
in.
unit's pinned down.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
I see. Because of, yeah.
But I could join the combat. That's certainly possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's your turn.
I hear you on this. And you have an archer. I don't love that.
An archer.
I don't love the archer.
I just gained archery.
Yes.
It's not a bad idea.
I think I have that over here, which won't help. I can gather a resource and I can make a discovery. I think let's do that. Okay. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to... let me see one second. Let me check one thing.
Sure.
That's the way I want to go, I think.
That's the way.
Okay. We are going to... We're just trying pathways here. So we're going to gather a resource. Am I going to gather a resource? Why am I doing this? Why am I gathering resources? I'm not sure. We're going to go here. We're going to pay 2 to make 2 discoveries. So we're going to pay these 2 in. We're going to gain 2 tablets. Meg, can I have 2 tablets? But only 1 because I'm about to make a discovery.
Sure.
And I'm going to bump up my science to level 3. Okay, so bumping science up to level 3 over here. And that's done there. And then I think I do kind of want to just simply gather that. But we'll take a look. We'll keep our tablet for right now. I've made a discovery, so that's great. This will go underneath here. And then I have one more action I can do, practically speaking, because other ones won't really help me. I can't grow my population because I need more food. I could make a trade.
More food.
I do need more food. That is true. And growing my population is not crazy to do. I got 2 more the levels of the ziggurat. I think that I will simply prep for that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to utilize this over here to gather 1 resource, and I'm simply going to gather a clay back. Okay, that is my turn.
Okay, so now we fight.
Yeah, I think we do. I'm not happy about it. I wanted a peaceful existence over here, but we fight. So, combat. You get to see combat for the first time. The way it works is Meg is going to be drawing. We're going to have these different decks of combat cards. So Meg's going to be drawing a card from the Archer deck. Go ahead and draw one of those. And then we'll each be drawing a card from the Spearman deck. So we're going to walk you through the combat. It's a little bit much at first, but here I got my card.
That'll be a good example.
Go ahead and take this.
Okay, here's the Archer deck.
Yep, they're going to be facing off against each other over here. We'll see how this plays out very shortly. So, okay, fine. So
But
I
he
got
doesn't
better
have
mobility.
anything.
So right now, the mobility is not gonna. Your tactics isn't gonna matter that much in this level, but we do have our knuckle bones. So you had a bunch of knuckle bones. I have my knuckle bones, and we can choose how we want this to go. I think. Okay.
I am unsure.
You'll see how this all plays out soon, but I think.
I
think I'm ready.
I want to beat you.
I understand you want to beat me. You'll see, tactics basically has 3 components. Combat has 3 components. We have strength, we have tactics, and then we have mobility. Mobility matters the most as far as what your survival is if you lose the combat. So the higher mobility has more control over what happens to the defeated units. The strength is going to be ultimately the main strength, and then tactics is going to come down to how you pair up units, because units have a kind of a rock, paper, scissors effect, where archers beat spearmen, spearmen beat horses, and horses beat archers. In this case, because there aren't really types of units I have only have the 1 unit, they're all going to pair up in 1 line anyway. So tactics will still matter to an extent, but it doesn't matter as far as the control goes.
I'm ready.
Go ahead and reveal what you have. I bid nothing.
Oh.
Yeah. I need to save my combat for a battle I can actually win. And I thought you might try to chase me down. I had a concern you try to chase me down.
Yeah.
How many did you put in the mobility? 2.
2.
Oh, okay. Maybe so I could have survived. No, you're higher in the vent track.
I would have locked you in. Yeah,
you're higher in the vent track.
But I did
you
spend
rascally.
everything.
So yeah, you spent it all. I guess it won't matter at this point.
Yeah.
We can show you how it plays out, but it won't matter in this case.
Basically, I had 2 here, 2 here, and 1 in the center.
Yeah. And so it doesn't matter in this case because Meg's just going to wipe the floor with me. You'll see more how it can play out when we have more interesting combats. In this case, my unit will simply die because I was okay with that. It costs far less to just get him back to the table.
And then I take over your thing?
You take over what thing? Oh, technically you do.
That's why I did it.
I forgot about that. Yeah, that happens.
Did you want to fight for it now?
No, I don't. I didn't think I could win.
Yeah.
So you get to re-choose. See, what happens is you get to start your countdown timer again, and you choose a new one.
I don't take over where you were.
You start a new countdown timer, and you choose one of those options.
Okay. Either rock or food. I'm gonna go food.
Warmonger.
I'm gonna go food.
Okay.
So should I gain a food now for this
round? At the end of the round, so I guess so, yes, yeah.
Okay. And then I would put this at 5 because that was around 6 for me? Okay. Yep. And I chose food. Great.
Okay, that was the round. We go to the next round. These are going to cycle back to their decks.
Okay.
And we start, and you're starting with the next round again. You take the first actions.
And I have 4 dice. Okay. Let's see, because I was really lucky with dice last round. Okay, this is still good. Okay. Alright. I think I want to grow my thing again. Do I have enough to? I could do this, but I don't have, what is my current population thing? 6?
I don't know the answer to that.
6?
You currently have 6 units, yes.
And I have 5?
Yes.
So I could make 1. Alright, so if I make 1, I would need one of these plus my wild. And then I have this, which I can build. Yeah, so let's do that. And then I will gain resources first because I need wood to be able to do that. I think I can get wood. So I'm gonna get wood, clay.
Okay.
And one other resource. I'm gonna take wood, clay, and a food. This is a whole new round, right?
Yes.
Should I gain another food now?
No, you got it in the last round.
So I'll get it at the end of the next round?
Correct.
I see, okay. Okay, so then I will take a food, I guess. Well, do I want food? I will take a rock. Alright. So that's the 3 resources. Again, I could trade, but I never pull the things intending to trade. I actually could trade right now. I won't. Okay, so that's that, but I did all of that so that I can build some things. So I am going to build here for a rock to go higher yet again on my thing. I have only 1 level left now.
Okay.
And then I am also, if you want to stick that in for me, can you fix that? And then I will also build another archer and gain 2 knuckle bones, please.
Another archer and gain 2 knuckle bones. Where are you? Sorry.
I just need 2 knuckle bones.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put him here.
A little bit of your warmongering tendencies, I'll say that.
I love fighting.
That's a different problem entirely. We won't have to get into that. Okay. My turn?
Yep.
So, I believe I'm going to start by assigning this over here. I'm assigning this here to gather a single resource. So I'm going to gather 1 resource, which is going to be one of the clays. I could form a trade, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to do this over here to use 2 to gain 3, make up to 2 discoveries. So I have 3 tablets. Well, actually only 1 because I'm going to discover two thingies.
Oh wow.
So yeah, that's the next level up there. So I might want to upgrade even to the highest level. What's the highest level of literature?
Literature.
The highest level is use 2 to gain 4, make up to 3 discoveries. I think that makes sense. It's going to power up that way. We're going to power up that way, I think.
Power up.
Turn beat around. But we could do that to get that, which makes so much sense.
Do it.
Okay, so I think we're going to put this to max. So we're going to gain that over here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to slot that in there. We got our legal codes up to our max level, which is going to be very helpful for future rounds.
Amazing.
And then we're going to, as well as that, we're going to bump up our resource gathering to level 2. to weights and measures. Okay, so we're going to bump up weights and measures. I've been needing that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's slotted in now, and I can gain 2 resources in future turns when I do that. And then, for my other actions, I feel one of these turned, because...
I couldn't tell you.
I'm 99% sure, you can check the camera, I remember thinking that I was able to do this.
Okay.
So, and then I'm going to activate, because I remember looking at these at the beginning and thinking I could do that.
Well, could it be because you had that?
I don't believe so. I could be mistaken.
I
check the timestamps. But I'm going to move that.
Huge asterisk.
Huge asterisk. I mean, it is a huge asterisk but I'm 99% sure I had that over there. Because I had this whole turn planned out. And I'm going to move this guy into here. Be able to flip this.
If it really mattered, we'd check the playback.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to get that one over there, which is the
goblet.
See that one. There's one more available for what's it called. We're going to put this into play. Please be something I can pillage because I don't trust it to stay alive. Establish trade route. Gain 1 trade token without meeting the requirements but paying its cost. Oh. Interesting. I could just gain a trade token. Or I can just raid the caravan. I'm just going to do raiding the caravan. Can I put 1 on the track over there? I'm going to get a whole lot of resources, which is beautiful. 2 that. 2 food. Can I have 2 stone? 2 stone and 2 wood.
Do you need the 2 wood?
Yeah.
There you go.
Alright, so I'm
complaining about resources. Now you got them.
Well, I don't trust you to let me keep any tokens, so this is always going to be a run and burn. Alright, I think that's my actions. That's my turn, which means we're on to the next round.
Alright, so I'll gain a food now.
Yep, and tick the timer down.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I go first still? Okay.
Yes.
Can I have a gray thingy? Because I built again.
You built again?
Yep, I only need 1 more. Oh!
Are you not allowed to build again? We can undo that.
I mean, I'm just going to do this.
Sure, go for it. Go first.
Yeah. Well, honestly, if we want to undo it to be super fair, because I say just don't roll the die. No. And then do it this turn. I was going to ask you to build a stone in this area anyway.
A wall?
And that would have been legal.
You mean a wall?
Yeah,
go for it.
So I'll just put my wall there for that round.
Sure.
And then, because that's what I was... When I went... You guys will see if you do roll back. At the end of my turn, I went, oh, because I was like, oh, I should have put a wall
Lots
there.
of things moving. Mistakes happen. It is what it is.
Okay. I got 2 duds, but 2 good ones.
I got 2 duds and 2 good ones, too.
And I'm going first. So I think my best bet, I could put both into this, or I could do this, which I think is better. So I'm going to put this here and this here.
Okay.
But first I'm going to use this to grow my population. So I'll spend 3 to grow the population.
Gotcha.
Which means I can now do... So move that up, please.
Yeah.
And then now I can build my next level.
I don't love that.
See, it all worked out. It all was fine. And then I'm going to do this to activate 2 units. And I think I'm going to do this and this. Move in on them.
Okay.
Alright, and that's my turn.
That's insane. This is going to be combat in this round.
I know.
Okay, on my turn, I'm going to go ahead and activate... I'm going to spend this over here, which I actually thought was a dud because I didn't realize I had to unlock that symbol over there. Along with the asterisk star over here. Use 2 to gain 4, so I'm going to pay in these 2. Can I have 1 tablet because I'm going to be doing 3 discoveries?
Sure.
I'm going full science. So I'm going to get 1 tablet. I'm going to do 3 discoveries. I'm going to bump up. So discovery number 1 is going to be, I'm going to bump up this one, weights and measures. So I'm going to get to weights and measures number 3 over here. Where is weights and measures number 3? Trade routes. So we're putting in trade routes. That's going to be discovery number 1. Whoops. Okay. Then we are going to... What am I going to do over here? Okay, that's 1. Then... Before I do anything crazy, I'm going to slot this in because I might upgrade that and I won't be up to 4 then. So I'm going to do this over here and then gain a spearman, which I'm going to toss out over there. So that was slotted that. And I still have 2 more discoveries I can do. So I'm going to do masonry, which is going to be, where is it? Where is it? Woodworking over here. So I'm going to upgrade woodworking over here for my second action. Okay. And then for my third action, I should be able to activate more units, I think. But I also want to be able to build more types of units. So I think I will upgrade bronze smelting. So we're going to go to bronze smelting, archery. So we can gain archery in this case. And slot this in over here. That's my third upgrade. Okay, so I got to my board. My board is moving up fast, which is great. And then I think that's almost everything, because the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend this guy over here to go over here. And I'm going to gather 3 resources. I only can gather 2 because I'm by wood and that. So I'm going to take 1 wood and 1 clay. It's lining with my board where I'm chock full of resources. And then I'm going to perform a trade route. And I'm going to perform a trade route on level 3 because I have that, which means I can spend this over here to spend 1 wood and 1 brick in order to get 3 clay. So can I have 1 more clay?
Sure. There you go.
Cool, cool, cool. And that's my turn.
Okay.
And
to...
Oh, that's the round. Oh, wait, yep. And we're going to do combat.
Yep. Okay.
So when you have a combat against neutral units, you're going to have one player, in this case it's going to be me, rolling for that, well, in this case it'll be the other of us, but this case it'll be me, rolling for that. You're going to roll strength equal to that player's military level, which mine is 2. So you're going to be rolling strength over here and seeing what you got, which I got 5 over here.
Okay.
So I'm going to get 5 knuckle bones from the bank to spend on combat. Speaking of which, we need to give ourselves cards over here.
You could have a bad unit, though.
I do have a bad unit. I have a 1, oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I have 4.
I mean, you have 5 knuckle bones.
I have 5 knuckle bones.
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to spend my 5 knuckle bones trying to figure out exactly where to place them.
And they're going to be fighting lane by lane.
They're going to be fighting, well, they're going to be fighting in a single lane. So whoever wins tactics will choose which order it is. So there is an order to combat because you face off one at a time. So whoever wins the tactics can choose that order. But I have locked in my bid.
I feel like... Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I feel like you definitely know I'm doing 2 because you heard 2.
I heard 2, but I already locked in. So I'm going to reveal. I put 4 into strength and 1 into tactics.
Okay, well, I also put 1 into tactics.
Okay, so that's going to result in both of our tactics bids are going to be neutralized. And I'll be able to place all 4 of mine onto my strength row.
But I actually put 1, I pulled them out, but I put 1 into retreat.
Oh, interesting.
Because I thought about this, but so this is spent. I mean,
So,
they're all going to be spent, but you are winning the tactics, right? So you're going to choose who gets attacked first.
And I don't think it's going to matter who gets attacked first, because ultimately the one with whoever you give retreat to is going to retreat, and the other one's going to die. The order won't matter.
Well, maybe they can help along the way. At least yell,
in spirit,
or something. I think you should let one run away first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that's a gentlemanly thing to do
absolutely.
if it doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to save my archer.
Okay, I will.
Because archers are better against.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will let your archer run away first, and then I will slaughter your spearman.
And I can retreat to any of mine?
I choose the adjacent area.
Oh, you choose.
Although there's not a ton of options I want, so I'm just going to choose to have you go into here.
I don't mind anyone. Do you mind reaching it for me?
Yeah, not at all.
Thank you.
Okay, and here's your spearman back.
And this is
and this guy is still here.
I know. What a stinker.
Okay.
And all of that is gone.
Yeah, these are all the supply pile.
Thank you.
All right, that was end of round.
Well, that seemed dangerous, and I'm not sure.
Attacking neutral units can be because
it seems a little dangerous.
You have those open-ended reservoir of knuckle bones that you're not coming for your own supply, and that's just a dangerous game to play.
Yeah.
With that said, we are going into the next round. So roll your dice over here.
Okay. So I'm rolling 5, and I have my 5. Okay.
I'm rolling 4, and I have my 4.
I'm going first now.
Yes, you are.
Still now, it keeps changing and then coming back. Okay. This slays.
Does it? Does it slay?
It slaps. I mean, I think... Oh my gosh, I even have this! Okay, it does. It doth. It doth slap. I can even color match.
Doth slappy.
Okay, all of that. I do have both of these, but I don't think these are gonna... Oh, I could also build... So I'm gonna... I'm actually just gonna hold on to these ones because I might... Oh no, I definitely... Will I discard? No, I can't. Because I need resources. So I will... But if I'm going to gain resources, I will be able to build. So alright, let's do that. So... I am going to... Alex.
Yes.
To be able to reach the trades, that's your population level?
That's your trade level.
My
here.
trade level. Oh, so my actual trade would have to be upgraded to 3. Got you. Okay. Well, either way, I'm going to gain resources. So, I'm going to take a food, for sure. and a wood and a rock.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want a clay, though, you know? That's where I do be messing up. I feel like maybe I should wait on the food. Yeah, we'll wait on the food and take a clay instead. Because I gotta get on that discovery game, or else I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay, so that was me doing the resources. I am not going to do a trade. And then, can I have 2 knuckle bones, please?
Yep.
And I'm gonna build my spearman back. He's back alive. Where to put him? I think here, because I like the idea of 2 clay. Okay, so we did that. You gave me the 2 knuckle bones. I paid the wood. So this one is now done. We're gonna build. Do I even have anything to build? Yes, I have my final thing. Wait, can I? What thing am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't.
Oh.
Oh. Am I allowed to move my stone walls if I rebuild?
Yes.
Because some of them,
Yep.
like, I don't care about.
Yep, you have a
protecting that
limitation on the
anymore.
components, but yeah.
I mean, I might as well because oh no, but it would save me a rock. Okay, I'll hold on to my rock actually and not build. Which means I didn't really do something with that, but that's okay. I don't mind. Okay. And then I'm going to activate my units a total of 2 times. But this time I'm going to go somewhere safe.
Sounds
so there's nothing else to uncover, correct?
Correct.
That's safe, I guess. So, I mean, I don't know how much I even need to do in this aspect, but I do feel like moving closer is better. So I'm just going to take this guy and go 1, 2 to down here just to kind of maneuver a little better. Okay.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to place this over here. I'm going to spend 2 of these 2 clay over here to gain 4 tablets. I only have 1 tablet though because I'm going to make 3 discoveries.
Okay.
I'm going to bump my woodworking up to the max over here. So I'm going to go jump 2 levels on my building over here. I'm just going to go down. I'm going to jump straight to architecture level 4. That's going to be this one over here.
Do you mind if I had dropped him in
Nope,
here
not at all.
instead? Oh my gosh, there's a thing here!
There is. Oh my gosh, there's a thing there.
I just saw it as I went to do it.
How do we miss that?
Yay!
Well, you can go to resolve that now.
Yay!
I'll take a break and come back to my turn.
Is it the end of the round or the end
No,
of the turn?
it's the movement.
It's been so long since we've done a discovery. Okay, it's this one.
Let me see. It's the goblet level 4. Here you go. So,
Alright.
we have Statue of Nergal. Pray for spears and fire. Control this monument at the end of the game to gain a point, and then right now gain 2 spearmen. Or pray for hooves and wind. Control this monument at the end of the game, and then the game to gain a point and gain a horseman.
Oh, I want the horseman.
Yeah, it seems obviously much better.
And what's my
Oh,
population?
2 spearmen versus a horseman.
What's my population?
You can have 8 people on
Oh,
board.
then great. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Great. And you go up 2 on the event track, which is also helpful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, getting up on the event track fast is a big deal in this game.
Let's put him here.
Okay. Back to my turn. We'll continue to where I picked up again. I have all these symbols, which are not necessarily as helpful as I would have thought, because I could use these. Oh, I'll use these
Should
too.
I remove this?
Yes. No, that one, because that's a control in the game one.
Oh, okay,
Right?
okay.
I'm going to spend 2 food to grow my population by 1.
I wasn't sure if that was only if I chose that side.
No, both of them have that.
Okay.
Both of them have the thingy.
Gotcha.
Control them. Oh, that's not that one, but yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did that for this, which means I have these 2 left, but I don't think it's going to help me because I need that and that. So that is done for my actions, I think. But I did go up on population, which is nice. I'm happy with that. So that's the round.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Next round.
This will go down.
Oh, but I'm up in population, so I'm going first now. Okay. Oh, wait, I want to choose a slightly different symbols. I want to upgrade one of these to a black at this point. Okay. Ooh, that's useful-ish. It's useful adjacent. Let's see what we got.
Useful adjacent.
Well, it is useful adjacent. I really want to start building more at this point. So I think I am going to... Can I bump my population up? I can't. I want to bump my population up, though. Okay. I can gather resources. No, it's getting harder and harder. I can use 2 to gain 4, then gain 3 discoveries. That is probably worth doing. I may as well do that. I feel it's crazy to do this at this point, but fine. Okay. We will... What was the other thing I bumped up? Did I bump up another thing? I didn't.
Know.
because we took a break during my turn.
Bump it.
We took a break during my turn. I was supposed to upgrade that. I was supposed to upgrade pot irrigation to level 3. Because I had 3 discoveries. Okay, and that's actually really annoying over here. Alright, well, we'll do this in a second. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do my next thing. So I'm going to pop this over here, along with this, which is going to allow me to spend 2 of these to gain 4. Meg, can I once again have 1 clay?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. I'm going to start putting
You
it
had
over
a ton of resources. Yeah, you had a ton over there.
I
mean, it's fine. Okay. No big deal. But
then I'm going to...
You're hoarding them.
Moving these over here to make room over here. Then I'm going to bump... So I got 3 more bump ups, basically. So I'm going to bump this to level 4. That's my first bump up. Give me a second.
Don't like any of it.
Well, I went hard into science. I went hard.
I know.
Okay.
Trouble.
Then I could bump up my resource gathering, but I think I need to upgrade my map making. So I'm going to upgrade my map making by 2, perhaps. Yeah, let's go ahead and do astronomy to level 3. We'll do calendar. Activate any unit a total of 3 times. Okay, this is going to cost me because I am slowing down. That's the thing. The game really does have a strong balance of, as you upgrade your actions, you can't get extra actions. So there's a trade-off there. But I think I'm done for that. Okay, so that's my turn. So I did this. Well, I still have this one. I did that for that, which means I can use this for any one other thing. And because I have the stone capabilities, I do need the population. I think I'm just going to head down here and do the population growth. So we're going to get that, and we're going to go up 1 more. Okay?
Okay.
Your turn.
Alright, I am going to do this now. So I will pay 2 clay.
Okay.
To upgrade that. So I'll do that in a second. Because after that, I'm going to do this, but I don't even have anyone to build because I have so many units. So can I just have 2 strength, please?
2 strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 knuckle bones.
Okay. And then...
Is this here for a reason?
I just did it. That was the one I did. If you want to do it for me. I mean, I'm just thinking. I'm sorry. I can activate any units a total of 2 times. And I'm thinking about attacking you, which feels so mean. And I just said I wasn't going to attack anymore. But I feel like... I don't know. I feel like it's smart. How do you have so many resources?
Because I haven't been spending. I've just been doing... I've been focusing... Well, I had that one card that gave me like 8 resources.
Yeah.
Give me 2 of each.
And you've been holding on to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... I think I'm gonna... So I can activate any units 2 times. Oh, I can't really reach. Anyway, and then I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, definitely not.
I'm gonna go 1, 2 to here with him.
Okay.
And that's that.
That's your turn?
I'm actually gonna have him stay here. I can have as many people in one place, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna put both of them to here, and that's my turn.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead to the next round. Roll 9 dice.
I get a thingy. I only have 1 more thing for this. Does it come up now when it ticks to 1, or I have 1 more round, correct? 1 more round.
1 more round.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Okay. I got the whole lot of the basic symbol. That's interesting. That's an interesting roll. I don't know if that helps me or not. I guess I could do this one over here. Okay. Well, I'm going to go directly to architecture. So I'm going to jump into architecture over here. I'm going to spend 2 stone.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to build 2 levels of my ziggurat because I can now that my population is up to track. So I'm now at max ziggurat control, which means I'll be rolling all my dice next round. And then with these, I will go over here and over here, I guess, gain 2 strength. So I'm going to gain 2 knuckle bones, and I will get a unit, an archer, or what's it called, and I'm going to pay 1 wood for that. So I'm going to place my archer onto the board because I can. I'm going to toss an archer down over here.
Alright. I didn't get a single thing out of 5 dice.
That's such a specific roll.
I wish there was anything you could do with anything, but I can't. Yeah. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to grow my population. Please.
Okay. Ooh, so back again. You're going first again.
Yes.
Okay.
And then this happens.
Yes.
So I will get the points.
Why'd
3 points? Because it's the end of the round again. It has been 6 rounds.
But you've only done that once, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, that's only triggered 1 time.
What are you talking? What? It says gain food per round from protecting the village. After 6 rounds, the village joins your civilization as a settlement. It's been 6 rounds.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's been 6 rounds since you took control of me, right?
Yeah.
And now this is going away.
Yeah, so I should gain these, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. And I gain another population.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But I get to the top.
You are at the top, which means I cannot eclipse you on the event track, which is a lot of control, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
that's the thing. We are playing very different strategic games right now. You have a lot of board control and a lot of event tracks, and I'm just like going crazy in terms of technology.
And now we're on to the new round?
Now on to the new round, and you're going first.
Okay. Alright. What do I want to do this round?
All good questions.
Okay. Okay. I got all arrows. That's so funny the turn I was like, oh, I don't have the house symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can gain resources. I feel like that's really the only thing I can do. But that's actually great because I could use that to then make a discovery. So, yeah, because I have plenty of people. So, I'm gonna do this and gain 3 resources. Oh, interesting. So I'm gonna take 2 clay.
Okay.
And I think I'm actually just gonna take a 3rd clay because I can. I have 2 people here and 1 over here. So I'm gonna take the 3 clay, but then I'm also going to do a trade with the food and the rock for 2 wood and a tablet. Okay, beautiful. Now, I'm going to do mathematics to spend my 2 clay to gain 2 tablets and make a discovery. So I'll gain just 1 because I'm paying for it. And then for my discovery, Oh, this is tricky because I have these available.
Do you have a specific action for those?
I might.
Yeah, okay. Oh, interesting. You're trying to think if you can upgrade to that. That's interesting.
Right. Just give me 1. I'm going quickly, so, okay. It's not looking, it is not looking good. It is not looking like that's a combination that okay, so, then I'm just gonna go with my original plan, which, but should I go even more into mathematics? Which isn't mathematics.
Mathematics.
Let me see that one. Literature. Yeah, I guess I should be doing what you're doing. So, so I'm gonna take literature. But I do think that that's going to mean I can't do anything else. So I think you can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am thinking about what I need to do.
Whoa. Well, I just threw that by accident.
Well, I think I'm going to activate. So I'm going to spend this over here. Well, I'm going to activate my units first. I'm going to activate any 3 units up to 3 times.
Activate.
I'm going to place those out. I'm going to move this one over here, let's say. And maybe I'll go this one over here too. We'll see. We'll just be crazy like that. Okay. That's going to be those 2. I don't feel the need to move another right now, but maybe I do feel the need to move another right now. Who's to really say what I do and don't do in the moment? Because, I guess I could do that. That's actually smart. Okay. So give me a second here. I got 3 movements.
No.
I did 1, 2, 3. I did 2, 3. I think that works. Okay. So I'm going to move this one down here, and this one's going to move from here to here. Okay. Oh, no, I can't move from there. I'm going to move from here to there. Okay, great. So I did those 3 movements. Then I'm going to gather 3 resources, as well as possibly do a trade, but I don't know if I'm going to bother. So gather 3 resources. So I'm going to gather 2 stone and 1 food. So I'm going to get 2 stone and a food. I have those both over here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate this, doing 2 build actions. So I'm going to build this element using a stone. So my first element comes out. We're going to pop it down over here. And then I'm going to do this as my second build action. So I'm going to pay 2 stone, 2 food, 2 tablets, and I have a settlement. And I'm going to take this and get that. That means we have built the first level of the Hanging Gardens. This is the next tier over here. So you have to have 2 points worth of the event track, and you have to have all those resources. We built our first level of the Hanging Gardens. We're going to put that down over there, and now we're working our way towards the next batch. That's my turn.
Wow.
This is the end game. Building the Hanging Gardens is the end game.
Stop.
Well, we're working our way there. It's just, you know, you
I
got...
feel like you're just going to do it every round now.
I'm going to try to. I'm certainly going to try.
Well.
It's not that easy, but
Maybe I'll do other things.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, ready?
I am ready. Yep, roll our dice.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a wild.
Okay, the wilds are so helpful at this
symbol
point.
now. Okay, so let's do this and this.
Okay.
Alright, and then, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'm gonna want. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, but I kind of want to get resources.
I respect that desire.
Alright, so I'm gonna use this for, oh, I can. Okay, I'm gonna use this here first. Oh,
Okay.
wait, I have to do the resources because I can't do that yet. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna gain a clay, a rock, and another clay. Ooh, okay. So that's what I gained. Am I in a rock spot, actually? I might not be. But I will fix that by first doing this with my wild. So I will just pop. I'll take. Nope, they can't. Can they reach? Yeah, because they. No. My horses can move 3.
2. Your horse can move 2, boats can move 3. You haven't seen boats come into play yet, but they do exist.
Oh, but he can actually move 4 for me, right?
If you activate him twice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll have him go 1, 2, 3. Just like the safe way up to the rock. So that way I could have collected rock. So I moved. I did this. I'm not going to trade. I'm now going to do this. So I'll spend my 2 clay. I'm going to gain just 1 tablet because I'm going to make 2 discoveries.
Sure.
So my first one is going to be, well, I'm going to do woodworking over here. And then I'm also going to do my legal codes because you made me feel like
Gonna bump it up. It is certainly appealing.
Alright. And then I still have enough exactly to do my woodworking with my leftover dice.
Okay.
So I am going to do that last with these. I'll put this in a second, but I can do this here and this here. So I'm going to spend a wood to gain a boat.
Buy me a boat. You're getting a boat?
Yeah, I'm getting a boat. So what are the rules for placement? Just adjacent to anywhere that I
a settlement
control?
or your initial starting place.
And it doesn't enter me into battle or anything?
No. It helps contribute in battle.
Yeah. So let's see. Because it also helps me gather resources, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, so I'm going to choose this tile that I own and put it here.
It has to be coming from your initial settlement or settlement.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
where it starts.
I thought it could come from
Yep.
someone. Okay. Well then, in that case, what is this one making? Wood and rock? We do like clay.
And they can move, of course.
Yeah. I think it's... So it could come off of here?
Yep.
Which technically it could be like
Yes,
that
that
little
is a very
tiny
specific
line.
spot, but yes. In theory,
And
yes.
it's only those 2 spots.
Yep.
Just for everyone. Okay, so I did that, and I believe that's everything that I'm doing.
I'm going to gather resources using this action here. So I'm going to gather 3 resources, and I will once again take 2 rocks and a food. And then I could do a trade again, but I still don't think I want to. Although maybe I will. You know what? This time I will. I'm going to spend a rock and a food. I'm going to do one of my trades of 4. So a rock and a wood to get 3 clay, as well as 3 food.
Okay.
Meg, can I get 1 food?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
There's my 3 clay. There's my 3 food. And then I'm going to trade these 2 in over here to take this action over here. I'm going to build up to 2, and I'm once again going to build the wonder. So I'm going to build this wonder over here. That's going to cost me 1 tablet, 1 this, 1 that, 1 this, and 1 that. And I have the 2 levels in the wonders. I'm going to take those, return these to the bank, and flip over the next level. The next level is to require 3 in events, and then to have those. Okay. So that's going to be a bit more challenging to get those. Well, just takes time. I'm going to have to spend time on those. And I think that's my turn. That's the round.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and we should got to put this out over here because it's pretty enough that we got to do it.
Is it on? Yeah, it is on camera. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. We're going to roll our dice.
Okay. fight the people, but it feels dangerous. But I do love fighting. I do be loving fighting.
Fighting is life-ish.
Okay. The question is... Oh, I can't. So I guess I won't. Okay. So... Oh, gosh. I don't have many of the things I want. Interesting. I don't know what I wanted. Oh, I have so many tablets I could re-roll.
You should re-roll them.
I think I will, actually. I think that's a very good choice this time. So I'm going to re-roll this one and this one. Yeah, like, you know. Okay, a little bit better. I rolled the same on that one, but this is a little bit better. So now, if I have that, yes, I could do this, but I would need 3 food. Which honestly is, like, not the worst to stay ahead on that. But I could also... Okay. I think that my best bet is... My brain is breaking. I'm gonna gain resources first. Yeah, I can't do it all. So I'm gonna gain resources, and I'm going to... I'm so sorry.
Well, keep in mind, now they have a boat as well. You also have that other trade route if you want to lock that in.
That was part of what I want to do. So I have this and this. I'm just trying to think of where all my other things are gonna maybe go. Yeah. Because it's either that or I go into food, but there's just not enough to do both. So I'm going to gain 3 clay and be crazy. Yeah, I'm going to gather 3 clay. Oh, but I want to do the trade. So that one needs a clay and a rock. So yeah, so I'll gather 3 clay, and then I will do the trade. So that one is a rock and a clay for a food and a wood.
Okay.
So I'll gain both of those.
You want to pass me your amphora? I'll put it down.
Sure.
And you also get the point there.
I think it's upside down.
It is upside down.
And then I did that. I can move my people. And then this, I can't make anything, but I will gain two bones.
Knuckle bones.
And then I can activate any units a total of 2 times. And I feel like I should be doing things. I feel like I'm going to move...
No!
them into here.
That feels so violent.
I know, it really does.
It's fine.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do.
You okay?
You're pinned.
Well, I assume you're attacking me shortly.
Yep.
But I'm going to go ahead and start by, I'm going to gather 3 resources. So I'm going to get 2 stone once again over here, and another food, I guess. I need wood. You know what? I'll get the wood while I'm still here. So I'm going to get the wood. May as well get it now. And I'll get the 2 stone. And then that's my first action. I'm going to trade in 2 of these to gain 4 tablets. So I'm going to trade 2 of these to get 4 tablets, of which, well, I'll take 1 for sure. Let me think for a second.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to think. I could do up to 3 discoveries.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and get my archery, my attack up to level 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to get my chariot over here. So we're going to get this up to the top level.
Because you're going to go up twice,
yes, I'm going to go up twice.
Okay.
And then for my next one, I can do trade routes. I guess I'm going to do trade routes level 4. So
trading.
I'm going to get this in play. And that's going to be trade routes level 4, so I can gather 4 resources now, although starting to acquire advanced dice over there. Mm-hmm. And then I am going to, that was this action, and then I'm going to do this action here, where I'm going to again do this over here. Trade 1.
I'm doing so bad at
trade
that part. Like, I
2,
don't...
3, and then 4 in order to take this one.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll see what comes next. It's going to be, you have to have level, oh my gosh, what is that? That's level 6 in population.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm not there. And you need
Great.
those 3.
Good.
Okay. That's the round.
Alright.
Which I believe means we have a combat right now.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not super invested in the combat, unfortunately. I'm kind of prepping to die. But here, take a card.
Time to die.
And I'll take a card.
That's so me. Full offensive.
And then we have, take a card of this.
Okay.
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 So you have, well, the military might against mine. I have all these bones over here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go ahead and contribute bones. Contribute bones. Contribute bones.
And I win the tiebreaker, correct?
You and tiebreaker is correct.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Yep.
Ready.
Ready. I contributed 2 to retreating.
I put 1 into retreating.
No! That will be enough that I don't think I can retreat. I think this is yours.
And then I put the rest into tactics.
So if you put 1 to retreat, I'll put 1 to there because
I was
you get
worried
the
you were
difference.
going to beat me.
Yeah.
So I spend all these still, right?
Yes.
Everything's lost. So I would have had 2 here.
Yep.
And 1 here,
Yep.
and had him attack first.
Correct. Yeah, so if you have him attack first, you slide that way.
Yeah.
And then because of that, you're going to win the first combat because this is going to be 4 versus my 1. You have control over retreating, so you'll destroy my guy.
And I get 10 points?
You do not get 10 points for it. It would be nice, but that's not how the combat works.
I saved 1
Okay.
for later.
You shouldn't have told me how much you had.
Well, is it secret? You would know
Technically.
now, right?
I mean, I'm not entirely sure how secret they are or not.
Okay. And that's the end of the round?
That's the end of the round.
Okay.
You go to the next round. Roll 9 knuckle bones.
Alright. I might be re-rolling again. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Because I don't... Well, but I don't... Let's look at this really quickly.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 1 to re-roll. These 3. Much, but oh my gosh, I rolled 2 wilds.
Wilds are insane.
Drink calling wildfire. Okay, so I'm gonna use my straight up actionroni to do this one. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend 2 clay, gain 4 tablets, and then make up to 3 discoveries. So I'm gonna gain just 1 tablet, basically. But then I get to make 3 discoveries. So I think my best bet is I need to go 1, 2, at least in building, and jump straight up there. And then for 3, I could bump up my last one for that column. Oh no, I'm already there.
Yeah, you are. You're at 4.
Okay. So then I think I should do this. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave these on top until the end of my turn and I'll slot them in after. So I could actually, what does the thing want?
Yeah, level 6 population, and then I think you have it all.
Really?
No, do you have a stone? You need a stone.
Okay. Can't do it.
Now keep in mind, I don't know if it makes difference, you could slot this after in theory. You can gain the stone first if the other needs one is better. You have that.
No. Because I needed both wilds for this.
Got it.
Which is fine. I'm just gonna take my time with it a little bit. So for over here, I'm gonna do the arrow and a wild, and I'm gonna gain 4 resources. So what do I need? I need a rock.
Yes.
Because I'm on a rock spot there. And I get to gain 4 resources, so I'm gonna gain 2 more clay. And am I on I have a settlement here, so I can take food. So I'm gonna, oh actually I'll take 1 more food because I already have that, so I'll take, okay, so there's that. And I could make a trade, but you know, I don't want to. I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so that's done with that, and now I have this. So I think that I might just grow my population again. It feels a little crazy.
I mean, it does give you the control of the track.
Yeah. I'm gonna, yeah, so I'll grow my population if you want to bump me up. 3 food. And then I still have this wild that I can actually, I can move 2 people. So Are there any things that are uncovered that are worth points that aren't, like, protected?
This is not protected and worth
you're
2
not
points.
there anymore.
But you do have to go through enemies or me.
But fighting is at the end of the phase?
Yes.
But I can move, like, all my people to
Oh, that's right. You could actually, because of that, because of the way pinning works, your first person, for example, if you moved in here, let's say you have 3 movements. Your first movement can go here, and then your second movement can go 1, 2 through there. But you need 3 activations, I believe.
Yeah, well, my horse can go far faster, but it's just
You still need 3 activations, yeah.
But I don't hate that. That's a good idea. So I think I'm going to move this one in. I'm going to start kind of thinking about that. I'm going to move both of these guys in again. All right.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. On my turn, I'm going to go ahead and activate this over here. So I'm going to activate this guy to grow my population, going up over here. And now that I've done that, I believe I could go ahead and use these 2 wilds over here to go here and then do this level of the pyramid. So I'm going to pay 1 tablet, 1 stone, and 1 food.
You moved up on your population?
I did move the population. Oh. I needed to be able to get this.
I thought I had time.
And then this goes to the next level, which means we are going to the last one of these. 2 knucklebones.
I am losing this so poorly.
2 knucklebones is the last level. Well, it's not actually as... I think you... I'm not sure.
See.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because you have to remember,
things.
You get 9 points versus my 6 on both tracks right now. Yeah. You're ahead on both tracks.
Yeah.
You currently have this slotted, that point there, and probably those 2, depending how that goes. So it does depend on how this last round plays out.
Right.
But you're also going first in the last round, which gives you more control there as well. So I think and they can like kind of like the quests too. Oh, the quests. And look at my quests.
I should look at that, honestly.
Because I probably... Lots of them need resources.
I mean, I know, that's what I was thinking.
And I don't have resources. So that might be a big deal too. Oh my gosh.
We can only score 2 of them?
You can score all of them.
Oh. Why did I think?
I do not know, but oh my gosh, Yeah, that's the action I have. I have some of these parts. I don't necessarily have resources.
You don't have to end the game this round.
I don't, but especially
For
if
1
you...
point.
Especially if you don't have the quest either, I don't know if giving you time
is better. I can do it.
You can do what?
Get my things now.
Okay.
Okay. So let me take a look.
You also could get the final thingy too.
Yeah, but that's just 1 point.
Yeah.
These are 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am gonna first and foremost use this and this to do this action. So I'm going to spend 2 clay.
Okay.
I'll end up gaining 1 tablet, and I can make up to 3 discoveries. Now let me just look specifically at everything right here. Okay. Okay. I think yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do this twice.
Okay.
To bring me up to 3. And then I'm going to do, I still have 1 left. So, I'm gonna do this one. My fighting. And I'm finally gonna have animal husbandry. Okay. So I did all of that with this. And then, now I'm gonna try to grab as many points as possible. So, for that, I didn't do that. But that's okay. That's okay, I don't mind that. Alright, so I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm trying to do, Alex. I guess I could try to do the thing for a point. Okay, I'm gonna spend a tablet and reroll. Okay. And I'm gonna reroll. Oh, I'm not going to. I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna just not do that. Okay, I'm gonna do...
I think you have a card that gives you points for 3 tablets.
No! I just think I should have changed... I guess I could reroll... Well, I was thinking I can roll wild, so I should reroll. So yeah, I'll reroll both of these. Whoa! I was just thinking my odds weren't high.
Gotcha.
That wasn't worth it, but no, that's not helpful. And now I don't want to do it. Okay.
Oh yes, you're right. It's 2 tablets.
Okay. Oh wait, but I need resources, so I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take. Oh no. So. I think I had that I might have been able to move them. Is it worth spending a thing? Are you definitely ending the game?
I make no commitments of any kind.
What do you need? You need 2 knuckle
bones.
bones. So you would have to be able to do all that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hope that.
I do have knuckle bones. For the record.
Oh.
Sorry. I apologize. I had them off to the side.
Oh, that is a big difference.
Yes.
I thought you had 0.
No, I had knuckle bones.
Okay.
I've been spending them very little because I did not expect to win any of my combats.
Okay. Well, I guess I can perform a trade. So, I didn't take any resources yet, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. So, I'm going to take 1 food for my settlement. And I'm going to take a clay and a rock.
Okay.
And then I am going to do my... I mean, I guess giving you stuff isn't the worst right now.
It depends on if they help me achieve my quests.
That's true. Whatever. I'm gonna pay you those and take 2 wood and 2 food.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, if it helps you achieve your quests, this might be worth it too.
Yeah. Might be. Your turn.
Alright, I'm going to spend a tablet to reroll. I'm going to be rerolling all of these dice because not a single one helps me with what I'm trying to do. And we got those over here. Then I got 2 wilds. That's perfect. So now I can gather resources. So because I can gather resources, that buys me a lot of flexibility. So I'm going to buy up to 4 resources, but the only 2 I think that actually matter in this case are going to be stone. Because I'm going to gather stone. That does help me with a quest.
Are you on stone?
Yes, over here I have 3 people on stone. Okay. And that's all I care about because then I'm going to go ahead and trigger this and then end the game with my trading my 2 knuckle bones to build that last part of the tower over here, putting this on the top, and that will trigger the end of the game.
Okay.
And I think that is everything, which means now it's time to score. That's the game ends at the end of the round, which you build the Hanging Gardens, which means we're going to go through scoring. Scoring is going to be as follows. Meg's going to get 9 points for both of these tracks. She's going to get 18 points for the track, and she also has a point for the trade route. So she's currently at 19 points.
And I have 1 here.
You have 1 point over there. That brings you to 20, and then your quests are going to make up the difference.
Okay.
So what quests do you have?
Does anywhere else that I have
don't
have a
believe
thing?
so.
I don't think so. Okay, well I have 2. I have 4 points in
20.
quests.
So that brings you to 24 points.
Yep.
Okay. On my end, I'm going to have nothing in trade routes. I get 12 points for the tracks. Second place for the tracks, I got 12 points. 12 then over here. You have 24, you said? So I have 12 plus 5. 5, 7 is 12. 12 plus 13. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 12 is 27. And then I was able to do 1 of my quests for 29.
Awesome.
So I think that brings us to 29 versus 24. I got too many of the towers at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's it. That is basically a gameplay of Mesopotamia from Meeple Pug. We'll have a link to the crowdfunding campaign down below. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
Have a good one.
Bye.